Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Time for some more Bible trivia. But before we do that, I'm going to start with a joke, if you want to call them that. I don't know if they qualify for jokes or not. This one's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to do one. A guy spots a sign outside a house that reads, "Talking dog for sale." Intrigued, he walks in. So what have you done with your life? He asked the dog. Well, I've led a very full life, said the dog. I've lived in the Alps, rescued avalanche victims. Then I served my country in Iraq. And now I spend my days reading to the residents of a retirement home. The guy's flabbergasted. And he asked the dog owner, why on earth would you want to get rid of this incredible dog? And the owner says, because he's a liar. He's never done any of that. Oh, boy. All right. Let's get to our Bible trivia questions. Got 10 questions worth a point apiece. And then you have 2 bonus questions I'll ask, and they are worth 3 points apiece, but they're optional. So let's see how well you do. Number 1, blessed are the blank, for they shall receive mercy. Is it the merciful, the peacemakers, or the righteous? Matthew 5 verse 7 tells us that it's the merciful. Blessed are the blank, for they shall see God. Is it the poor in spirit, the gentle, or the pure in heart? Matthew 5 and verse number 8 tells me that it is the pure in heart. In case you want to know what that noise was, that was because my phone is on. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Hopefully it won't make any more noise. Number 3, blessed are the blank, for they shall be called sons of God. Is it the peacemakers, the gentle, or the poor in spirit? Matthew 5 and verse number 9 tells us that it's the peacemakers. And in case I'm having trouble remembering if I told you the answer to the second question, I probably did, but that distracted me when my phone went off. In case I didn't give that to you, it was the pure in heart. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Rejoice and be glad, for blank is great. God's creation, your earthly life, or your reward in heaven. Matthew 5 verse number 12 tells us the answer is your reward in heaven. Number 5, what should you do before men so they can see your good works? Openly pray, let your light shine, or give everything away. Matthew 5 verse 16 tells us the answer is let your light shine. Here's your bonus question. What will that do for your Father in heaven? What will that do for your Father in heaven when you do that? Again, Matthew 5:16 tells us the answer is it will glorify him, something we should all want to do. All right, here's our next question. The foxes have holes and the birds have nests, but what does the Son of Man have? Nowhere to lay his head, a great palace, or a manger? Matthew 8 verse 20 tells us the answer is nowhere to lay his head. Number 2, Jesus said he didn't come to call the righteous, but to call whom? The poor, the sinners, or the church? Matthew 9 verse 13 tells us the answer is the sinners. Number 3, what did Jesus instruct the 12 apostles to tell people about the kingdom of heaven? It is at hand, it has already come, or it is still to come. Matthew 10 verse number 7 tells us the answer is it is at hand. Number 4, what were the apostles to do if a house or city didn't receive them? Come again, stay and pray for them, or shake the dust off their feet? Matthew 10 and verse number 14 tells us that he told them to shake the dust off their feet. Number 5, Jesus sent the apostles out as sheep among what? Dogs, wolves, or goats? Matthew 10 verse 16 tells us the answer is wolves. And here's your bonus question, final one. The disciples were to be as shrewd as what? They were to be as shrewd as what? Again, in that same verse, the answer is serpents. All right, hope you did well. These seem like they're pretty easy. I think, again, this may be another chance for some of you may get all of them right 2 times in a row. Hope you do, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.